What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, before you do anything, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, because that helps us push out the Stoke to more people. We want to make the Stoke worldwide, because if the whole world is stoked, then peace achieved. So thank you so much. Also, we are on tour. Tonight, we are at the Comedy Store. Bros Before Joes. The entire squad is on this show, guys. I'm talking JT Strider, Joe Marisi, and the Schmoll. Get your tickets at chadjt.com. It's going to be a blast. They've been so fun. Kevin does a dong song. There's lots of bits throughout. Also, Houston coming up next week, Austin, and then we've got Baton Rouge, New Orleans the week after that. We got Michigan after that. We've got Atlanta, we got Charlotte, we got Raleigh. We got a ton of dates coming up, and I'm so freaking stoked for them. Get your tickets at chadjt.com. We are also brought to you by the legends at Hims. Guys, nothing is worse as a dude than losing your hair or waiting forever for it to grow back. That's why you need Hims. You can start seeing your hair grow back in as little as 3 to 6 months. Guys, I use the spray, the topical, minoxidil, and finasteride. Finasteride is the Propecia, but you can spray it on. Hims gives you a spray. I spray it right here. And looks like it's staying put, so I'm stoked on it. You can start your free online visit today at hims.com/go deep. That's HIMS.com/go deep for your personalized hair loss treatment options. hims.com/go deep. Disclaimer, results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Unbelievable. That was incredible.
Thanks.
Were you always a good reader? Like in class? Speed read?
No.
Let me give that a shot.
Getting nervous. Do you want to do the next one?
Yeah, let me try the next one, see if I can go as fast. And would you look at that? Dude, folks, for a limited time, our friends at Chubby's are giving our listeners 20% off with the promo code GODEEP20 at checkout at chubbyshorts.com. That's 20% off your order. So if it's $100, you're only paying $80 if you use the promo code GODEEP20. Support our show and tell them that we sent you. That's huge. And dude, legit, it does elevate your style, which does elevate your confidence.
That's sick.
You gotta have a look.
Gotta.
If you're a grown man, you gotta have a look.
Decide. What's your look?
I say Chubby. So this fall, make the most of every moment with Chubby. Shop now and fall into comfort. One stylish piece at a time.
What's with deep? Going deep. Chad and JT.
I've been doing some squats.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, what's the rep range?
I've been doing just body squats, so
Oh, nice.
I'll do like I'll hold a 25-pound dumbbell and I'll do 30.
Beautiful.
Just Murphs. I just do Murphs.
Yeah, that's like your favorite thing.
I just like Murphs. Yeah.
How are the pull-ups coming?
Good, dude. I did 50 yesterday in total.
That's a ton.
But I was able to do 10
For each set?
I did 12 the first set and then 10. So maybe I did 52. Not to be braggy at the start of the pod. Sorry.
No, it's huge, dude. I don't want to get into I feel like I kind of motivated you to work on the pull-ups.
Oh, because we did that Murph?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a combination of that. I mean, you were very inspiring during that Murph.
My cardio was dog shit, but I can bang out the pull-up.
Dude, you were banging out the pull, and it was like, when you have the push-ups down.
I feel like I kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's that, and honestly, it was Jake Gyllenhaal's physique and Presumed Innocent.
But he's doing more than he's so jacked.
You don't think he's just doing Murphs?
No, he's like crazy, ridiculous yoked. He's almost like maybe because he probably shot Roadhouse before that.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So he had that crazy rig on him, but his body's like ridiculous.
What do you think of Mark Wahlberg?
Ridiculous.
What do you think of Mark Wahlberg waking up now he's waking up at 1 a.m. to work out and start his day?
I think I watched, that's funny you mentioned Mark Wahlberg. Me and the lady, we just watched Fear.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like one of his first leading roles. I think he had done Basketball Diaries, but that was the first time he was like, I might have all this wrong. That was like the first time he was like the star of a movie. He's incredible in that. And what makes it so good is he's good at being fake nice. And underneath it, he's a very believable psycho.
Right.
So I think he's just matured in his psycho. Now his his way of being a psycho is just being like fully optimized.
Yeah. Do you think he's going to start waking up at 10 p.m.?
I'm thinking wait, when's he going to sleep?
I don't know. But he's waking up at 1 a.m. to work out. Ask
Jeeves.
Tom Hole.
He goes to bed at 7:30. He must be going to bed at 6:30 now.
Dude, Moose Snag knew. So he goes to bed at 7:30.
He used to wake up at 2:30.
Now is he waking up at 1:30?
Yeah, but that's only 6 hours of sleep. I wonder if maybe he's going to sleep an hour earlier.
6:30?
I think 6:30.
That's discipline.
It's very early. It's respect. I mean, you know, to live your life with that amount of just intention is nuts.
Yeah.
All respect to him. I've always long held, you know, he got in trouble because he said if he was on one of the planes during 9/11, he would have stopped the terrorists, and people got really upset at him. And I've always said I believe him. I think he could have done it.
I think so too.
If I was on one of those planes and I saw Mark Wahlberg, I'd be like, we got a shot.
How do you think he would have done it? Do you think he would have talked them down? Physical force? Pull-up contest?
Well, so like one time a reporter asked him, like, hey, are you nervous? It was about The Departed. They're like being on set with all these huge actors. And he's like, I'm only nervous if you can kick my ass. And even if you can, I'm going to strike first. So I think he just would have like been like, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, do you mind helping me out with something? Fucking bam!
Yeah.
Right hand, dead terrorist, one hit KO. That's one shot, kid.
Yeah, one shot.
Like
one opportunity.
Like my boy Ronnie from Jersey Shore. And then he roll up on the other terrorists. He's like, look, man, you got two choices here. You take the long way home, that means you jump out the window, or you take the fast way to Allah, right here with these fists. And pop, 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 pop. Dead. And then the rest of the terrorists, they just would be like, what the fuck is this? I thought our God would have protected us against all the, you know, invaders and conquerors. And Mark Wahlberg would be like, pull out his cross. Said JC over Islam every time, bro.
Just stabbed him right in the heart.
Yeah, with his cross.
Listen, you know fucking cap.
You're not a cop.
You're not a cop.
Not a cop.
Oh, dude, so you were campaigning in 103. Leroy SV brings this up. You're campaigning in 103 degree weather. How's that?
Dude, it was awesome. I mean, it was, okay, obviously, I took advantage of the fact that I was out in the heat and flexed on it, you know?
Right.
I did like my political David Goggins. I was like, I'm out here in the heat hanging out.
Yeah.
But you know, honestly, it's not that bad. I did it for a couple hours today. I like it. And you know what? When you knock on people's doors, they like it. Like, they're like, oh, you're out here in the heat? They're like, stay hydrated. Thanks for coming to introduce you. I think it adds to the, like, they want to vote for you more.
Yeah.
Because they feel you sacrificing. I was wearing jeans.
Oh, you were?
They were like,
Dude,
Jesus.
you had a nice polo on.
I had a polo and jeans. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you know, what's interesting is you've been doing the door knocking. And, you know, the thing is, I don't think a city council candidate has ever knocked on my door.
No?
I'm a little hurt. But that shows how dedicated you are. And it shows that probably not a lot of candidates are doing it.
Yeah, and I think now is the time to do it because it's so hot out. I think people aren't going to be doing it. So I'm like, oh, this is my chance to kind of make up some ground. Because I feel like I'm kind of behind the eight ball. So I'm going to do one turf a day. It's
So
pretty cool.
What's one turf?
So like my campaign manager, Beast, they call it cut and turf. He like, we're on this app Field Edge. So I'll go to Canvas and like, here's the turf I did today. And you just start your walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just gives you, oh, it's way far away from here. Like, so here's where I was at in Burbank. It just gives you like, I don't know, like 70 houses that you can hit on a block.
Nice.
And then you just like, you bang it out. So each house you go to, it has the person's name, which is kind of weird. At one point I was like saying like, I was like, hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why do you know my name? And then I'd be like, my voter field guide tells me that you're part of their index. And I know you live here. And they're like, okay. So now I just don't say their name.
Yeah.
But it gives you their name and then you like say how supportive they were, what happened. And oftentimes they're not home. So I'll just put drop lit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you said last night about 15% of people open the door.
Yeah. Depending on what time you go. Today, it was less because I went during the, like last time I talked to you about it was Sunday. So there was more people at home.
Mm-hmm.
But today I went during the day, and it's Monday, so a lot of people were gone.
Has anyone gotten pissed at you for knocking?
Not like super aggro, but some people are like, they have the no soliciting thing. But according to law, if you're campaigning, it doesn't count as solicitation. I don't know if the people living in the houses agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's like
you're protected by the Constitution.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes when people have that, and you totally deserve it, I'm like, they're like, what are you doing? Just get out of here. I'm like, you're right. I'm sorry. And then I leave. And I'm like, I'm being annoying.
Do you have any debates or anything like that? Are there any like events for all the candidates?
I have a debate coming up on Thursday.
You're debating?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
Thursday.
But like, where's the like? What's
over Zoom?
Oh, over Zoom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like evening time? Like what?
Yeah.
With everyone?
I think no. It's like with one specific organization, and it has to do with their endorsement.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. But it's going to be more like I've done another one or two of those, and I'm not like there's candidates there that are way more seasoned. Like I don't think I'm racking up a ton of endorsements, but
so you've done a debate already?
Not a debate, but I did like a thing. You weren't countering what other people said, but each person got like 2 minutes to answer, and they went in a row.
Oh, okay.
And they'd be like, so what's your take on housing? What's your take on environment? What's your take on like why you would be different for the city than the previous council?
Okay. And then
but I think this one is more conventional debate style. And
since it's for an endorsement, is it around like a specific topic?
I think it is. It's democratic. That's the thing. It's more like party organized.
Okay. Yeah. Are there a lot of Republican candidates?
Yeah.
In
people are saying they're going to win this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I get like just little inklings from people. So the people I was talking to were more geared that way. But the city is the makeup of it is like 70% Democrats. So it's hard to believe that could win. But because it's been Democrats for a while and they've been pretty far to the left, some people think there's going to be like a correction the other way.
Interesting. That's sick.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's been invigorating. I still need to learn a lot more, but I went to a rent control meeting on Saturday. That was really exciting. Got to hear a lot of spirited people get up there and give their 2 cents. Mm-hmm. One lady, someone got mad at me in the comments because I was saying like not all landlords are bad people, and someone was like, no, they all are bad people. But I saw one
in the podcast comments.
Yeah, I saw one landlord go up there, and she was doing a great thing. She was like, hey, look, like, if after 12 months, if I want to like get rid of someone and raise rents, am I allowed to do that? And it's kind of the Tenant Protection Act right now is that if they've been there for 12 months, it's really hard to give them the boot. You have to have like just cause. Like they got to be like wrecking shit, and then they might make you pay a relocation fee. Like you might have to pay for them to move. So it's really hard for landlords to get people out. And so she was making these points, and they were solid. I was like, yeah, that's tough for a business person to be like stuck with certain clientele and not be able to have much choice in it. And then she goes, this was at a very liberal meeting. She goes, look, I'm trying to create generational wealth for my family.
Oh yeah.
And then everyone just went started whispering about it. And I was like, oh man, which is like totally fair. I think a lot of people are trying to do that. Yeah. And that's not on its face a bad thing, but it was like the wrong room for it.
Wrong room, yeah.
And she kind of lost the crowd. It's crazy because everyone's just so sensitive. Like if you say prosperity, people think you're a Republican. There's just like certain words that buzz people to think you're a certain kind of person.
Right.
Fair and unfair.
Yeah, I guess at that meeting it would sound bad, but she's just trying to support her family is what she's saying. Yeah,
but there's a lot of people there who are like month to month who might get the boot if there's not a stronger rent cap. So like, but she didn't seem like a bad person at all. I think honestly the word landlord is also not helpful.
Right.
If they
what do you think it should be
like,
replaced with?
Like rental manager.
Yeah, property manager's good.
Property manager's better.
But are property managers and landlords different?
That's a good question. Stokers, it's my ex-girlfriend's birthday. I'm really sad.
Dude.
The fact that you still remember her birthday is really sweet.
Yeah. How long? Who said this? Gumby sees daggers.
Oh, yeah. So the property manager is who takes care of the property for the landlord.
Right.
Have you thought about moving on?
Yeah. How long has it been? If it's been over a year, I think the time bone her best friend. That's also That's a good suggestion, dildo.
It's been over for a year. How long were you guys together? 2 years.
2 years. How old are you?
Get busy living or get busy dying, man. I'm sorry. It really comes down to that. Like, do you want to spend a good chunk of your prime health worrying about someone who's not worried about you? I would get out there and I would fall in love again and give the next person all you got and make her miss out on something.
Yeah, you know what the thing is you're sad right now and you're missing her. But as soon as you find someone that's more of a match, you're going to forget about her right away. And there's no reason why you can't release that attachment right now. Because the time has come. Even if he says he has saggy balls, even if you do have saggy balls, I mean, I think that's kind of a delicacy in a lot of places, you know. There's nothing that says that a nice taut sack is better or worse, you know.
Bourdain City, baby.
So high and tight balls are nice.
How many?
Do yours sag?
Mine, yeah.
Nice.
How many women have you kissed since you guys broke up? 1. Let's get your numbers up. You know, because I think not in a way to like be cool or a way to like show her or show women in general, but I think just you're in a time of exploration, man. Like you're kind of lucky you guys broke up. I would really savor the opportunity that's in front of you and not guys will spend years pining. I remember I heard a guy one time, he's just so hung up. He's like the girl was so clearly gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it, but he's like, I gotta get her back, man.
Yeah.
He's like, if I don't get her back, it's just none of it's ever gonna make sense. And I was like, I almost didn't really think it wasn't even about the girl.
No. That's the thing. I remember when I went through a breakup one time, and it was after a short time, but I was so, you know, I was just obsessed, and she broke up with me, so I was I was just broken, and all I had in my mind was I need to get her back right now. So I'm just watching YouTube videos, you know, how to get her back,
How to hack it.
Yeah, how to hack it. Like, don't text her, she'll text, you know what I mean? And you look back on it and you're like, that was such a waste. Why was I sad? Like, I get why I was sad, but like, just let it go. But I understand where he's coming from, but when you do get some kind of, some kind of sense back in you, you can see how unnecessary all that pain is.
Yeah, I think very unnecessary. And I also think kind of masochistic. Like, it's like, I think what really breaks your heart when someone doesn't want to be with you is that they make you feel like you're not good enough. And maybe that confirms a sneaking suspicion you had about yourself. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, if I get that person back, it would be proof that I am good enough. But it really doesn't even have much to do with the other person. Like, you're not missing like the good times or anything. You're just like missing the part of yourself that you feel like they took. Yeah.
And when if you do get them back, you go straight back to the same place.
Oh, dude, the worst.
And it's also like, you'll be happy. Like, I remember this particular person I did get back, and I was like elated after for like a week, you know. But then you just get used to it again, and you're like, and you know, in that particular situation, I knew it wasn't a right fit, but you just keep going with it, and I don't regret it, but
you had to learn.
You learn a lot.
Well, same thing. I mean, when we started the pod, I'd just gotten back together with someone that I'd been away from for years.
Yeah.
And we both had done a lot of growing, and then we got together, and it was like, I say, like, dude, I can get real good at ping pong, but every time I play my brother in ping pong, I play his style of ping pong, and me and this girl, our ping pong was just throwing paddles at each other. You remember how much we used to fight?
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't even make plans with us. It wasn't a guarantee we'd make it to the dinner.
We'd be going to a shoot, and he'd be like, we just broke up. I'm like, again?
She would get real mad at me, man.
Yeah.
I was a pain in the ass though. God bless her.
Dude, Pizza Parlor says Gerald Ford was a total puss. Is
He
that
played
true?
football at Michigan. I think they won the Natty when he was there. Nah, dude. Nah, dude. You ain't gonna disrespect Gerald Ford like that. He
Dude.
was clumsy. I think he fell down a lot when he was president.
Dude, wait, go back to chat. Talk Tripod came in hot. Don't get married, dudes. I freaking swear, don't do it. Get a prenup. If you do, she will cheat on you.
Dude, I will listen to that stuff all day. Like those TikTok videos.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, dude.
yeah. That's like negative crack. Dude, Ford was a substitute center behind All-American Charles Bernard on Michigan's national championship squads of 32 and 33. And his senior season, he started at center and was named team MVP.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a puss to me, dude.
No. Dude, I'm trying to just be like, have politics in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm reading one of Bill Clinton's biographies. I tried reading another one. It was trash. But the one I'm reading now called The Survivor is good.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, his loose relationship to the truth is hilarious.
How so?
Like because he would lie and then people would call him out for lying. And I think he would forget that he lied. Like he really believed he wasn't lying.
Yeah.
And he would get really hurt and mad at the people accusing him. Like, so when he was running, he was just bashing Bush for like having a bad economy and like being hard on, marginalized communities and all this stuff. And then one of the big things was these refugees from Haiti had come over, and he was like, every refugee from Haiti, when I'm president, will be allowed to stay in the United States. And then he becomes president, and the CIA brings him like satellite photos, and they're like, the Haitians heard you. They're like chopping down trees and making boats. 100,000 of them are going to come over here. And then he goes and he's like, we're not taking anybody. And so it's not funny to laugh at, but I'm sorry. But then like, it's just crazy the scale of the lie in the 180.
Yeah.
And then like the newspaper guys are like, dude, you said, and he's like, no, I said only if they were coming for political reasons, not like economic. And then they would show him the transcript and be like, that's not what you said. And he'd be like, why are you guys just trying to kill me with muck?
Yeah.
And he would just like pivot.
Kill me with muck.
Yeah, he would get really hurt.
Yeah.
And be like, this is so bullshit. Like, he's like, I'm trying to do a good thing here. I'm trying to help this country. And you guys just want to kill me with BS and slander. And he would just do that all the time. But it's kind of a good skill to have if you're going to be.
Yeah, you got to be that way. Well, I think one thing, even from our, like, when you were talking to me about rent control, all the different, to be able to be decisive about what you want to do policy wise, for me, it would be so tough. Because I'm like, I see every side. I'm like, well, that seems like a good idea. Now I think I would, if I were a politician, I would probably flip flop all day. I'd be like, actually, no, we're gonna go the other way. It sounds way better.
He did that when he became president. He flip flopped on everything he campaigned on.
Yeah.
He was like, well, it's just not reality. It's not what I never said that. First of all,
Yeah.
it's just not the reality we're in. It's a bad Clinton, but that was kind of the move. You had a good set last night.
Oh, thanks.
The Improv, that was a fun show.
That was fun. How was your set?
I did pretty good.
Yeah.
I had an awkward moment. You know Kiki?
Yeah.
Dude, when I saw her, we're like buddies. We're not like buddies, but I know her. I got confused if we were going for the hug and when I went, I almost went in for the hug, and then she put out the bump.
Yeah.
And dude, I was just like, oh my God, I really blew this. I just stared at her,
Dude,
and I
that's
was
the
like,
word. That's the word. I never know what to do.
Yeah, I know. I just started laughing. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And then I bolted.
Yeah.
She's cool. She was sweet about it, but I texted my brother afterwards because one time I almost did that when I got my hair cut.
Yeah.
Afterwards, like me and the lady just kept stepping in the same direction. My brother was like, "Are you going for the hug?"
Yeah.
And it was weird. So
Yeah.
I texted him. I was like, "Dude, I did it again."
Are you going for the
Yeah, my brother had the funniest face. He looked at me. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I was just like,
What is that? Well, I blame society for giving us so many options. We should just have, COVID was nice in that because you go for the pound every time.
"That was nice." It's like you don't
Yeah.
know what to do. Some people are like natural at it too.
Yeah.
I do think I just got to remember I'm just this guy.
Well, then also the coordination is, especially, if it's someone cool, when you're going for like the hand slap like this, I always miss it. If it's someone cool who's like I perceive as higher status, I'll like miss it, and you know what I do now? If someone goes for that, I'll like kind of like bat it away and go for the hug.
Smart.
So I don't have to like aim and really make the contact. I'm just like, oh, get that
out of here.
Yeah.
So are you thinking about making moves and being like a hug guy?
I like being a hug guy, but you know, sometimes
Go for it.
Sometimes I do the hug.
But you have gentle energy. I don't think it's gonna come across like
You don't think I come across as a perv freak?
like you're trying to get like a little hit.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, that felt good.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
There's guys who do that.
Yeah,
They hug
yeah.
and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna carry that with me for a while.
I mean, there's this
And I don't
girl-
know if anyone tells them.
Yeah, dude. I remember this girl in 6th grade who would give me hugs, and she was taller than me, and she had boobs at this time.
Oh yeah.
Dude. So I was just fiending for those hugs.
That's so funny. In junior high, I can like picture the girl. I know her name.
Yeah.
Bleep this out. No, I'm kidding.
And it was so awesome.
That was such a comforting thing too. There's some like you know when you're cuddling sometimes, but you're like anxious about cuddling.
Yeah.
And so your breath isn't quite where it's supposed to be. But then you like, sometimes when I'm like hugging my girlfriend, I'll feel my bottle just settle.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so good to be like embraced by someone.
Yeah.
You just sit there and like your brain will go, you should let go. You've been holding on too long. And then sometimes I'll go, no, hold on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Not too long, but just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just feel safe in this embrace.
It's nice. I do that to my dog too much. I think I annoy her.
It's a golden retriever.
I know, but I'll squeeze her for too long, and she's like, all right, enough, dude.
No.
Dude, yeah.
No way.
I out golden retriever.
No way.
I do it, dude. I'll be like, you know, cause
Lola's like, get off?
yeah, dude, she does it all the time.
She just bails on you?
She's bailing on me.
That sounds like she has like attachment issues.
Yeah. I think so. She's avoidant, which you don't expect from a golden retriever, but I think she had her heart broken early on.
Dude, that would spike my anxious attachment big time.
Yeah.
I would really cling to a dog like that. I'd be checking the Nanit cam on her all the time.
Yeah, dude. Should I be doing that?
No, give her space, let her live. But I can understand that anxiety.
Well, what do you think? Do you think it's because I'm not good enough for her?
Now, what made you say that? That you're not good enough for your golden retriever?
Well, because every time I try to embrace her, she just runs off. And she just she literally tries to hop the fence. It's too high. I built it up, but she literally tries to jump the fence.
But did you ever think maybe she likes running away from you?
In an affectionate way?
Yeah. Like she likes that you chase her and she likes that she runs away.
So if I stop chasing her, she'll embrace me?
That, and she might be sad. She might miss you chasing her.
Dude. That totally changed my whole perspective on this whole ish. So you're saying I have to treat my golden retriever like an ex-girlfriend who I was pining over too hard and just break all contact with her, and then she'll be pining over me?
No.
Damn. I thought I had that. So what are you saying?
I'm saying keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. What? There was a snake in my backyard a week ago. iPhones can now identify animals and bugs.
That's cool.
So I saw a snake. It was like under the grill. Like Lola was, running away from me like she always does. But then she was sniffing under the grill, and I'm like, "What's that?" And she's like, "Get away from me!" And I look under the grill. There's a snake. I was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Lola, get inside!" And she's like, "Shut up, dude." I was like, "All right, Jesus." But
Lola's very different when I see her. Well, you guys seem totally. She.
I know it's
She gets dark when I leave.
Yeah, she puts on a. That's what golden retrievers do.
They put on a show. Yeah.
Anyways, I took a photo of the snake and hit the info button. Go for snake. We're good. And I was like, Lola, that was a go for snake. And she's like, yeah, I know, pussy. I was like, Jesus. But I'll take photos of spiders too. And it'll be like brown widow, or sometimes I've seen some brown recluses, and they'll be like, "That's a recluse. Watch out."
That's a very helpful app. I have two
Yeah.
things on that. Wait, Lola's 2.5 years old?
Almost 2.
14 in doggy years.
Oh, that's what's going on.
She's a teenager.
Yeah, but I never called my dad a pussy.
But in your head, you did.
You're right.
You might not have. You're pretty like respectful.
Yeah, I don't think I ever thought my dad's pussy. My dad's not a pussy.
I thought my dad was, and then I became an adult. I was like, he's pretty tough.
At one time, my dad got really pissed at me. It was I was turning like 16, and he and my stepmom, he's like, "We're getting an Airstream, which is an RV." I was like, "What about a car for me?" And he's like, that set him off. He's like, "Do you know how hard I work?" I was like, "What about a car? I want a car." At the time, you like you rationalize in your head. You're like, this matters. But to like say that after he's done surgery all day, he's like, "Well, you fucking piece of shit."
Yeah.
Um,
It's hard to imagine. Like, I wonder if my kids will do stuff like that. I hope when they do, part of me will remember that I did that stuff to my dad right before I yell at them for doing it.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of
It's hard to picture me yelling at them. They're so perfect and innocent.
They're so
right now.
sweet,
They're so
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to imagine them. But I'm sure as the years pile up and you get
Yeah.
more history of them being
Yeah.
shits, you're like, no, this one, you had this one coming for a
well,
while.
look at me and Lola. You know, I've had this dog for 2 years, and now she calls me like a piece of shit every
How do
day.
you know? You just know.
You can, yeah.
You've been with her for a while.
Yeah, she calls me a pussy. She thinks I'm a huge pussy.
I'm trying to cuss less. I do think we're like more charming when we don't cuss.
Oh, so
But we are hanging out. Like,
Oh,
I do curse in my personal life.
the dildo.
Oh, this guy thinks I'm 5'9". That's awesome. Guys, bothering you because I need you. Parforburbank.com. Volunteer, donate. I really believe that this election, though for a position that doesn't affect the whole nation, could be inspiring for a lot of folks. Because I think, I want to really think about the future. If I get in there, I want to make sure we got houses and a good environment and a safe place for my kids to grow up. And I think that's, when we read about people like JFK, that's what it was always about. It was about good politics. Is about creating a vision for a better world that will come to pass. And we might not even be around to see it, but we'll have pride in the fact that we laid down the roots for it. And I don't want to overpromise, but that's where my head's at with this thing. And I just want you guys to get involved, and we can talk about it. We can talk about the issues. We can talk about rent control and minimum wage and, planting trees and what the best energy resources are. And then we can learn a lot together. So if you're interested in that process, join up, and I look forward to talking to you.
Yo,
What up?
What up?
what up?
Who dis?
It's Dan.
Damn.
You boys can call me Sack, though.
Sack?
Yes, sir.
Sack, what's up, dude?
Where did Sack come from? Why are you called Sack?
It's in my last name.
Oh, sick.
So-
It has nothing to do with your testicles.
What's your last name? Sacks?
No, Cusack.
Oh.
Whoa. John?
No. My brother's name is John, though.
All right, let's grab this sack by the horns. What are you calling about?
Oh, we're getting rid of the what ails?
So what ails you? Smart.
Sorry, I just wanted to hear that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What ails
I
the
got-
Sack?
I got my buddy. His name's Owen, and he's in a wheelchair. And we're all like 22, 23 now. And he's just dying to get some play. He needs some action. He's fiending for it. I just wanted to let you ask you guys and see if you guys had any ideas, any tips and tricks, any thing to tell him to motivate him to get some girls.
How did he end up in the wheelchair?
He was born in it. He got SMA. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty rare, so I don't think you guys would be familiar with it. But it's a spinal muscular atrophy, so he's just kind of weak all over.
You guys are good buds?
Oh, yeah, that's my best friend, man.
That's
Oh,
good,
sick.
man. Has he had any girls he's had a crush on?
A few. maybe not like he wasn't really like ready to like let anyone know, but I've heard of a couple. He holds his cards tight to his chest. So
I think we're going for a kiss here.
We're going for a kiss.
Yeah.
we are. We're going for anything at the moment.
Has he had any? Has he kissed a girl?
No. But well, you say go for the kiss. We did recently visit an establishment that he was able to relieve some of the tension that was building.
Good. He felt good
Yeah,
about
it was
it?
a blast. Oh yeah, he had the best time ever.
Well, then that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And
I see someone in the chat saying, "Does his sack work?" I do have reports saying that his sack does indeed work. So
Sick.
he's got a big one too.
oh, that's good.
Nice. Can he? I think has he put himself out there? Does he talk to ladies?
Yeah, we've brought him to the bars, and he has talked to some ladies. But like being in the wheelchair, you might want him to be like this big like personality, really get himself out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, in the wheelchair his whole life, not necessarily the most doesn't have a lot of confidence. Maybe some tips for him to get out of his shell a little bit once he's around the ladies.
Yeah, I think it's hard for anyone at that age, and anything that makes you different is going to feel even bigger to you, even if it is something that is more outside what people are used to. I think confidence is incremental. You get it through experience, and you get it through just like nudging yourself out of your comfort zone. So I think be gentle with them. If he feels like he really doesn't want to go out, don't bring him out. But you're a good buddy, I can tell. I would just influence him to always go a little beyond where he feels safe and just try to get him out there. All it takes, man, it's like everything's like golf, right? You can be playing like shit the whole day. You have that one magical swing. He makes that one joke that just makes the right pretty girl laugh, and they make eye contact for that right moment, and he's going to want to go back again. So it's just putting him in a position where he can have that kind of stuff happen.
Yeah, sounds great.
The chat's also saying you guys should go to a rave. I think that's a good idea.
That's sick.
A rave seems really fun. Would you be down for that?
I would be down for that. My boys are definitely down for that.
Oh, dude, yeah, go to a rave. Everyone is so warm at a rave. Everyone's in the best mood possible. Like the first time I went to one, I was like, wow, I didn't even know people lived like this. And there's just such a, you do the light shows with each other and stuff. It's a good communal experience.
Yeah.
That's nice.
He should get really good at light shows and give like a raver girl a light show. Give her a nice nut noggin.
Chair.
What's up? A noggin nut. What?
We get lights all over his chair.
Yeah.
He could be the light.
He could be a rolling light show.
Yeah. Get him on the dance floor. Yeah. That sounds fun,
He's
man.
a big, he loves the weed too. So.
Nice.
The
Jizzler says positivity leads to confidence, which leads to jizz. And he's qualified because he is, in fact, the Jizzler.
I mean, who else but?
I like the way he talks, Zach.
Zach, you seem solid. You seem like the guy at the party who like is just sitting there like rolling a joint, and then like someone like tries too hard on a joke, and you're like, nah, just chill, bro. And everyone's like, Zach's right. He's keeping the temperature right here.
I bet someone's gonna come and be like, "What is your first name, Nut?" And he's like, "Relax, dude."
Yeah, that's not it, bro.
Nah.
I'm trying to chill right now, dog.
Yeah, I'm trying to relax.
Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend?
I love the. No, not currently. That is kind of what all the boys kind of. We did have girlfriends. A lot of single activities going on, which is kind of sparking this this sort of need for him to get part of the action.
Mom
and he
Lem.
hears us talking about different situations.
Mhm.
So
You guys just want to make sure he feels like he's having the same experience as you guys are.
yeah, of course.
Ah, well, that's nice, man. And you just don't make it the focus of everything. You know, sometimes when you find something that is fun to talk about, it's not always fun to be the person that's the fun one to talk about. I don't mean to be a
Oh, for
bummer,
sure.
but you know what I mean.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, you get it. I'm sorry, Sex.
I am
I know you
kind of
already
his,
know this shit, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. All good.
The chat. Mom Lem said he should get a dog.
Sack just sacked me, dude.
Dude, that's what Sack does.
Nah, dude.
So he should get a dog. So he has a combination of a dog and Sack.
He's got one.
Oh, he's got one.
Penny, bro.
Oh, Penny.
nice.
Nice.
Good name.
He takes her on walks and just leaves dumps places.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, he's a serial dog shitter. So
Sick, dude. Sack, do you?
no, if it's in a bad spot, he'll have someone pick it up. So
Nice.
Good call.
Sack, do you? I don't know. Do you want to go into business together?
yeah, what business? What are we starting?
Whatever you want. I just trust your instincts.
I mean, we could go into business. I know there was a caller. He recently moved to Boston. He was trying to start a business. I'm from Boston. We could get him involved.
All right, done deal.
No, I mean, I don't know. The one guy I heard from Boston wanted to start a business too.
Dude, whatever you want to do, I'm down.
3-way.
Hell yeah.
All right, Sack. We're gonna let you go. I think you got a long night of very little media in your future.
Very little media.
Yeah, like I feel like you don't even need like any lights or noise. Like you could just sit in the dark and just be like
Well, that is
poised.
contributing to my vibe right now because it is late here. I am in the dark.
Are you in bed right now?
I knew it.
No, I'm next to it though.
Bro, you flirt. All right, Sack.
I'm teasing my bed right now. All right,
All right, later, Sack.
later.
What a legend.
Very cool guy.
The Sack, dude.
He's a very cool guy. What up, dude? Sorry to interrupt this podcast and sorry for interrupting it as me rather than Chad, who normally interrupts it and does a great job.
Thanks.
So we got some shows coming out. Come see us do stand-up. On 9/11, we got Bros Before Joe's at the Comedy Store. If you're listening to this the day it comes out, the show is tonight in Los Angeles at the legendary Comedy Store. It's all the bros. It's Chad, it's Strider, it's me, it's Joe, and it is the schmoll, Kevin, who is driving the creative ship behind this show and is worried about ticket sales. So boost him up, guys, which I respect. It's good he's on top of it.
Totally.
What is style? I think Orson Welles said your limitations are your style. But I don't think that's necessarily true. I think when it comes to your sartorial choices, your style is a choice. And the choice to make is chubbies. I wear chubbies most days. I get chubbies in my chubbies.
Hundo P.
And they got some great stuff, man. They got such a selection. You know, they got their original stretch shorts. I love how comfortable the elastic waistband is. And they come in different lengths. They got their classic Lind swim trunks. You like those
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I wear chubbies when I do ice baths.
because they have the built-in brief.
Mm-hmm. Protects my balls.
Chubby's a great brand. They've been around for a while. I think people really respect them. They do good work with integrity and you don't hear bad things about them.
They're so fun.
They're fun. Yeah, I used to know someone who worked for Chubbies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think, so guys, if you want to get some Chubbies, this is what you need for the September promotion. Go Deep 20. Confirm that once your shipment's received. And make sure you type that in when you're purchasing your stuff. Just type in Go Deep 20 and you'll get a 20% discount at Chubbies. 20% discount. So that means if you get $1,000 worth of Chubbies, you only got to pay $800.
That's sick. Go Deep 20 at Chubby's.
And I would recommend buying that much.
Yeah.
Buy in bulk and then save more.
Hundo P. Guys, there's nothing more brutal than losing your hair. There's nothing more brutal than waiting for your hair to grow back. I had a scare a couple years ago where people were like, dude, looks like you might have recession. That's when I called upon Hims, put up the bat signal, and they got me some topical spray with minoxidil and finasteride, which finasteride is Propecia, but you can put it on orally because, I wanted the oral stuff because they said that the pills might affect your boner. So that was a great option for me. It's super affordable, and they just ship out a new bottle to me every 3 months or something like that. They really time it well so that when it's like gets to the bottom, another one just pops in the mail. I don't even have to think about it, and I don't feel guilty about spending too much dough on it because it's super affordable. It can make your hair grow back in as little as 3 to 6 months. They offer personalized chewable oral spray and serum treatment options. The process is simple, 100% online. Just answer a few questions and a medical provider will determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment is sent directly to your door. They have hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, including me. So if you feel like you're losing a part of yourself with your hair loss, get Hims and get your confidence back. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/go deep. That's HIMS.com/go deep for your personalized hair loss treatment options. Hims.com/go deep. Results vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Back
Beautiful.
to the show.
You're a beast, man.
Thanks, man. You too.
Dude, I got a bit. I want to flag it here because I did it, and I think someone's going to steal it from me. I know that's very someone's going to steal your bit.
Plant the flag.
I want to plant my flag. And it's not worked out, so it's coming out here.
Is it
crummy.
stand-up?
It's stand-up bit. It's going to come out here a little crummy, but I think it'll be a nice jewel in time. I like when bros get annoyed by pronouns. Like, yeah, it's so annoying. Like, no one cares about your freaking pronouns, dude. Like, what's the big deal? Stop being so sensitive about your pronouns. But I was gonna say, those guys are always funny though, because if they like guns, if you ever mislabel a gun, you're like, AR-15's an assault rifle. They're like, it's not an assault rifle. It's a high-powered semi-automatic rifle. And I'm like, yeah, but to the rest of the world, that's an assault rifle. They're like, it's not the same. All right, respect the difference, dude. Get it right. And it's like for them, gun designations or their pronouns, like, if you put a bump stock on it, then it's an assault rifle. That's different, though, dude. All right, you have to. It needs
Bump
the bump
stock is not fully automatic.
Yeah, it's not, right?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference, right? I'm just it's an AR-15 just has a large magazine capacity, big exit velocity, kill a lot of people. It doesn't make an assault rifle. That does not make it an assault rifle.
Semi-automatic.
Semi-automatic's not the same. That's my pronouns.
It's a good bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm only saying this to hopefully make you feel better. I saw Nick Kroll, and I think he stole your premise of one of your jokes. I'll just say the Kanye joke.
Really? See, that's another one. Okay, let me plant my flag on that one now too.
Yeah. Let it be known it's yours.
Yeah, so my bit is, he follows me, but I've never done the bit online. My bit about Kanye is that he's so good at predicting where culture is going to go. Like, that was his superpowers. He knows what we want before we know we want it. Like with College Dropout, he was like, he reflected on his materialism. Then we're like, oh yeah, that's what rappers should be doing. And then with 808s and Heartbreaks, he made auto-tune sad. And then we're like, oh, that's what we needed. Yeah. And then this genius guy goes down this ugly rabbit hole, is like super conspiratorial and racist about Jews. It was like too much. He had to go. But now, a couple of years later, anti-Semitism is kind of booming. It's like, is that the most fire Kanye prediction ever?
It's a great bit.
Yeah, and Nick Kroll's doing it now.
Yeah, it's not really. It's just sort of the premise of that Kanye can predict the future. He doesn't really say anti-Semitic, but he kind of alludes to it. I don't know. I thought yours was better for sure.
When did you see him? You see him at at Largo?
Yeah, I saw him at Largo last week.
Did you guys see Pete?
No, I went and saw Mike Birbiglia, Nick Kroll, Atsuko, Judd Apatow, and Larry Whitmore. I forget. Wilmore, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, those are all stacked beast killers.
Yeah, I think Kroll actually killed the hardest, but
Dude, he's funny, man.
yeah.
His special is really good.
Yeah, he's funny. His characters are so good. All of his TV shows are good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's talented. I remember his Ghost Hunter bit. Do you ever remember that from Cole Show on Comedy Central? It was like a Jersey Shore ghost hunter.
Remember the character Bobby Bottle Service?
Bobby Bottle Service. Yeah.
So funny.
And he does the dude. Me and my college friends, we would try to reenact it all the time. He for the intro for the ghost hunting show. He's Bobby Bottle Service, Jersey guy, and it's this intro for the show where he like pretends to like turn around surprised by the camera. So he turns around by the camera like surprised, and he goes, gives this look. I can't do it. It's so good.
I've seen it. Like
it's
when he
so
notices
funny.
That the camera's filming him, and then he goes, it's really funny.
It's so funny.
Bobby Bottle
Right here,
Service.
beginning.
I have a great desire to know the unknowable.
Great desire to know. This is it.
Seeable. Understand paralegal activity, aka ghosts.
Wait, can you go back? It's so
Bobby
good.
Bottle
Yeah, he's so
Service.
good
I
at
have
it.
a
It's
great
so
desire
good.
To know the unknowable.
To see the unseeable.
The unseeable. To understand paralegal activity, aka ghosts.
It's so good.
He's so funny.
Do you remember? Yeah, those are, dude. Remember back in the day, getting a show on Comedy Central? That was like, as a comedian,
Oh, dude, they had the Murderers Row.
that was like creme de la creme.
Well, they had at the same time they had Daily Show. Colbert was still going. South Park, Tosh Point Out, but then they had this new batch. It was like Kroll came out, Schumer came out, Nathan For You came out, Key and Peele came out, all in like a tight period of time.
Yeah,
Broad City.
Broad City. Yeah,
They had this show Hollywood, Florida that was really funny. Like everything they were coming out with was really creative and cool. Workaholics was still going.
yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Brickleberry. I mean, they had South Park and Chappelle Show. Tosh Point was great.
I know, and now it's just all YouTube stuff.
I don't even know what it is. It's such a weird. It's weird to think of that. It was like that was like the king. Like the idea of getting a Comedy Central show. That's like a career maker.
Or like in 5 years, TikTok will be outdated and something new. We'll all be on Birdhouse.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what is Birdhouse doing? They're like, it's just noise. You just get 5 seconds of noise, but it's like perfectly curated to like making your brain feel smooth. And I'm like, oh, that's the best. I just sit there all day and I'm like getting hits of noise.
Yeah, that's sick.
That would be pretty fat.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said fat.
Dude, one issue I'll have sometimes on Twitter, I'll look something up and almost always, whatever I look up, whether it be Aristotle or I'm looking for people talking about certain topics. I'll be like, Aristotle, like hashtag Aristotle or hashtag, hashtag the immigration crisis. And every time the top search will be just some guy with his dick.
Wait,
Yeah, on Twitter. That's what happens.
they gotta fix the algorithm.
And it was embarrassing because I was standing next to my girlfriend's mom, and I was like, "Yeah, check out this quote from Aristotle," and it was just some dude's hog.
That's not what you were looking for.
No. So we haven't talked since.
Yeah, but how was Reno?
It was sick. Reno's sick.
What'd you guys get up to?
What did we get up to? We drove there, which was cool. Stayed with my dad the first night, and then we went to Reno the next day. What did we do during the day? We went out, a lot. We brought Lola, so we were taking Lola for a lot of walks, just hanging out with the family. We played poker. Saw Stan in Tahoe. Went to Tahoe. Got lunch there. Honestly, we didn't do much besides just relax. It was nice. I was doing walk. Dude, Reno's beautiful.
My my lady's going back and listening to all of our old episodes.
She is.
So sometimes it's so sweet.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'll think she's annoyed with me, and then I'll come into her room and she's listening to
That's
like
so sweet.
episode 12
Yeah.
of our podcast. I know it's
That's
really
adorable.
kind of her. Yeah, she's the best. And but then she'll remind me of stuff that I forgot. Like she was listening to a story about me with my ex, and I guess I always used to act weird in front of my ex's family. I forgot this, and I ran into like her godfather at a mall with her, and he hadn't seen me. And I'm like, "Oh, JT, how you been?" And I go, "How do you mean?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I mean, like, how have you been?" And I was like, "Oh, good." And then when I was leaving the conversation, I went, "Follow me on Instagram." That's like a joke.
Wait, say that again?
I ran into, this is weird because I'm telling like a Russian nesting doll thing, but like Elizabeth heard a story that she reminded me of that I had told on the pod of when I was with my ex like 6 or 7 years ago. And we ran into her godfather, and I used to get nervous around her family because they were like, I know, all successful and stuff. And then her like godfather was like, "Oh, JT, I'm good to see you. How you been?" And I went, "How do you mean?" Then he was like, "How have you been?" And then I was like, "Oh, good, yeah." And then at the end of the conversation, just trying to like throw in a funny tag, I went, "Follow me on Instagram." And I just remember my ex was like, "What the hell were you doing in there?" I was like, "I don't know. I lost my fucking mind, man. I don't know. I just got overwhelmed. I'm sorry,
Dude,
but I've been hearing some of our old apps.
that's
It's fun.
so funny. What do you mean? I mean, dude, the one story that just makes me
This is your favorite story of all
well,
time.
just you and
This
Brave
is yeah. I'm
and
sorry.
Braveheart paint just sitting there.
That was like,
And you're just like having a miserable time. There's just something so funny about someone in costume having the worst time ever at a party.
it did suck. That was a couple years later, different girlfriend. She was throwing a Halloween party and we were kind of early. I was crazy about her. And then she's like, "Are you going to come to my Halloween party?" I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, "You know what, dude, be heroic. Go to the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Show up, make the big moment." So then Tom Hall came over. We put together a fucking sick costume. I dressed as William Wallace. I got my face painted. My stepdad had a kilt. I looked exactly like him. And then I get to the party and she's like, "Oh, good to see you." And then like 10 minutes later, this dude was just hitting on her so hard. And she was just sitting there like listening and talking to him. And I just was standing in the corner, face painted, didn't know anyone. And I was like, I never should have done this. I was like, I'm never dressing up for anything ever again.
Holding an axe or something?
Yeah, I had a sword.
Like a broadsword?
I had a broadsword. Tom gave it to me. Because Tom Hall's so funny. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
He keeps a toy broadsword in his truck. And I was like, "Dude, I need something for my outfit." He's like, "I got a broadsword in the car."
Dude, he's the man.
He's the man.
Uh,
Coolest guy ever.
do you see Linkin Park has a new lead singer?
Dude, pull her up. I like her.
I like her too.
People are like, "It's not Chester." I think it was really smart to go with a gal and to just not try to mimic what was.
I said to my brothers, I was like, "Dudes, are we gonna see Linkin Park?" And my brother responds, "Lead singer's a chick."
Wait, will you play some of her?
I heard Mike Shinoda is just a creative beast. Someone's
Really?
telling me that. Yeah, he was just like a prodigy as a kid.
I mean, he crushed the Jay-Z crossover too.
Oh yeah, Fort Minor. You remember he did that council speech, the Fort Minor song? Remember the name?
That didn't work at all.
When
It doesn't
did-
work when we rap.
When did
Yeah.
he do that one?
That was during COVID, and one time it was virtually, and we called into the Mission Viejo City Council, and I just rapped over Zoom at their city council meeting,
Those are some of my favorite.
and they were cool. And then I think they read at that point too. They would read the text, and they read our city council speeches, which was really funny.
Yeah, I was really excited. Yeah, dude.
Was it this one?
Yeah.
My buddy Dolan's girlfriend broke up with him over his Call of Duty addiction, and J. Crew went bankrupt. It was deleterious to my tan, my bros love life, and my summer shirt collection. I was
This
ready
is
to let
amazing.
Rona sadness take over my body. And then something incredible happened. They announced Tom Cruise was making his next movie in space. In a time when most bros are trapped indoors, Tom Cruise is going into the ionosphere. He's still crushing it and observing the ultimate form of social distancing. He's
That's awesome. Well, we should repost the Tito Ortiz one.
That one was fun too. Have you seen just Tito Ortiz clips?
From the council?
No, just
Or
like
fighting?
him talking. They're really funny because he just mixes up words a lot. So he'll be like, "I want to outlive my kids 100%."
I want to outlive my kid.
He's really...
Do you know what to search for those?
Yeah, you can just look up Tito. If you look up Tito Ortiz like talking, there's good compilations of him just kind of yeah. Look, Tito Ortiz talking. It was like the third one.
He seems like a sweetheart.
He's probably. I mean, yeah, he's had some. He's been on camera for so long. You've seen like his good moments and his bad moments all smashed together. But yeah, there is like a gentle like lug under there.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard some other allegations. So, but
yeah.
But it sounds like he's just trying.
He's just out there trying. Well, there's
he's
something,
trying. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you on his side when he's like trying to talk and you're like, "Come on, man, you got this."
Yeah. Wait, I can't even put a sentence together. He's just out there with the grapes and just the violin and the cheese.
It is pretty funny.
Did he say, "My body's really old. I'm in great shape"? My dad's really old, man.
My dad's like 80, my grandma's like 100. The way Chuck Liddell's face darts, like he's like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Were they fighting each other?
Yeah, that was sad. They were like old. They shouldn't have been still doing it. But they fought like 3 or 4 times. Like Tito wouldn't fight him because he said they were too good of friends. And Chuck was like, "No, dude, I'll totally fight you."
Yeah.
And then Chuck ended up working him. He just had like the perfect style for beating him up.
Lovell keeps talking about Sabrina Carpenter. Are you a Sabrina Carpenter fan?
Yeah, I like her music.
Yeah.
The
she's good.
Espresso, undeniable. Please, 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 good. Taste Me, some of the other bops. They've all got, she has a nice, it's a little Taylor Swifty in the way she can, the melody of it, it kind of surprises you. There's always like a little tweak at the end of it where you're like, "Ooh, that gave me a little bump." And she has some fun lyrics.
Yeah.
Like
I like her a lot. I like her voice.
Yeah, she's
She's a
good.
great voice.
Do you see these like conspiracy things where they say like everyone's like a psyop planted by some like government industry cabal?
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I don't know.
If you get elected to council and you realize that one of your duties is to install the next Hollywood puppet, what are you going to do?
I'm not going to do it.
You're going to resign?
I'll resign. Dude, I do want to say, this is one thing, honestly, I would do if I get elected. Burbank should be Hollywood. Like Hollywood, everyone's like, "Oh, Tinseltown. Like, let's go there and visit the stars." And like, they have like the hands and the Chinese theater, and everyone goes down the boulevard and thinks that's like the center of entertainment. Movies are made in Burbank.
Yeah.
Like we got Warner Brothers, Disney, Universal, and I think maybe the city kind of just doesn't do as much as they could on it because you could just go to Universal Studios or you can do one of the lot tours. But I think downtown Burbank should have like the history of cinema there. It should all be like a livable museum where you see how movies were made throughout the generations, because most of the time they were made in Burbank.
I love that.
Yeah.
You should talk about that like publicly.
That's one of my things.
Yeah. That's sick. Because Burbank is like, people be like, it can kind of get clowned on a little bit, and like they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I came here, I moved to Burbank."
Yeah, people think it's outside the mix.
Yeah.
They think Hollywood's like more it.
Yeah.
But not as much stuff gets, I mean, there's some lots in Hollywood, but Burbank, I think
I love Burbank.
more shows get made out there. We've been on set more in Burbank than
100%.
yeah.
I love Burbank. It's I love the layout. I love the vibe of it. I love the feel. ATC is there. It's got good heat. I like their weather.
I also want to give credit too, because the guy who kicked me up on that idea was Ramek Hakobian, who's a Burbank resident and is involved in the political system. We got coffee and he was talking about that, and I got all jacked up.
Oh, awesome.
Good guy.
Burbank to Burdank.
We've been going for about an hour 15. To end it out, would you guys want to try a new like Jeopardy game that I put together?
Should we do one more call and then the Jeopardy game?
Yeah, if you guys got time.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Did you watch football yesterday?
Not really. I watched some of the Rams game.
It's a good game.
Good game. I did. Did you watch a bunch of football?
Not as much as a little bit. I saw like the Steelers game, and then I caught like half of the Rams Lions game.
Oh, nice. The Steelers win?
Yeah, 6 field goals.
Oh yeah.
Our defense was nasty.
Did the Bears win?
They did. Caleb Williams.
Is he a beast?
No, he didn't play very well.
Oh really?
I think he's going to be good, but he did not play very well.
Did
their defense was really good,
and so.
But he did like nothing spectacular.
No. I'm always kind of rooting for the Bears. I feel like Chicago deserves a good sports team.
They still got, I mean, I think he will be good. It was his first game ever. Someone mentioned like CJ Stroud didn't play good in his first game last year, and then he turned into a absolute monster. So I don't know. You trust the talent.
I watched some of the
talent.
I watched some of the Chiefs game.
They were looking nasty.
Dude, I saw like
they're back.
I saw like 2 plays, Mahomes. I was like, oh my God.
He's so magical out there.
Yeah.
He's impossible to not admire and like just like be in awe of.
And I'm impressed by Kelsey.
Yo, Mike Glaze was crazy on that.
What's up? Kelsey, to be dating Taylor Swift, have all that pressure and all those eyes on you and still play well, I think that's pretty remarkable.
He's a stud. I mean, he's meant to be in the limelight. But I think it's like he's like 35. He's old for a football player. But I think it's I think 2% of his like football juice has been zapped from being with
different
responsibilities.
Yeah. Well, he's out doing the thing.
He's at Wimbledon. He's at U.S. Open the next day.
I know.
What up, bros? How are y'all doing?
Good, dude. How you doing?
Dude, I'm chilling, bro. It's kind of late, and I got a flight tomorrow, but I'm chilling, bro.
Sick, dude. Thanks for taking the time.
Bro, shoot me straight on this.
That's the only way I shoot, bro.
Do you find it difficult to sleep when you have a flight the next day?
Dude, honestly, I find it difficult to sleep when I have anything to, like, look forward to or anything that's, like, of note that's happening the next day.
What is that? We have that, too.
It's brutal.
The more you need to get to sleep,
I take a ZQL.
The harder it is to sleep, dude.
It's the worst. That worst feeling.
100.
Wait a second. Is this Sack?
No, this is Zach, actually.
Oh, dude. What up, Zach?
No, that's crazy. I was listening to the other dude. Dude, whenever I was in middle school, I was in class with this girl, and my boy in that class, his name was also Zach, and this girl had a very thick, like, Hispanic accent. And she referred to me and my friend Zach as Big Sack and Little Sack.
Nice.
And I was the littler one, unfortunately.
Oh, dude.
That's okay.
But I kind of have big nuts, so it's kind of ironic.
Nice.
That's okay, too.
Did you let her know?
No. I was only like...
That's
12.
good.
Yeah.
That's smart.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah. I wish I could, like, now, like, later.
No.
Send her a photo.
Be like, hey, we were in 7th grade science. Just so you know, I had big nuts.
Sick.
I mean, we can workshop it or we can send it. But really, there's no pressure.
For sure.
Maybe she listens to the pod.
Dude, that would be awesome. Maybe we could reconnect.
Yeah.
Is that what ails you?
No. What ails me, the question that I sent the text guy. So I've been with my long-term live-in girlfriend for like quite a while now, to the point where it's like she wants to get married real bad, and she sends me like a lot of rings on Instagram that I just like and don't reply to.
Then, like, I definitely want to get married, you know, like, I don't want to be with anybody else. But I'm really worried because right now she lets me game, like, a lot. And she's really cool with it. And, like, she'll, like, even hand me my headset sometimes and, like, tell me I made a good play if I get, like, good kills and stuff. But I'm wondering if, like, what if this is just a ploy to get me to, like, get married to her? And then, like, once we're married, she's going to be like, hey, get off that game. You need to do the dishes. And it's, like, not what I signed up for, you know?
Whoa.
There's a chance that could flip, especially if you guys have kids or something. Then it'll definitely flip. But even if it was a ploy, I respect the ploy.
It's almost like it's like a good enough play to just like
she
accept
cares
the consequences.
Yeah, if it is a ploy, she cares enough about you to ploy you with what you love so that you'll go the extra mile and give her what she wants. To me, she sounds like she's doing good business, and that's someone ethical that you can work with.
Yeah, like at least she's like a critical thinker, you know, like she could come up with that idea even.
Yeah, and if she didn't like you, she wouldn't even try to ploy you. There's someone out there who likes you enough to ploy you.
That's true, bro. That's true. So we should for sure get married, probably.
Yeah.
Have you asked her about this? Have you said, hey, am I still gonna play?
I've asked her if she wants to marry me. No, that's like the whole point of the question.
No.
Oh,
dude, Zach coming in hot. Now I can tell you got big nuts, dude.
Zach just trying to Zach you,
yeah,
dude.
Thanks, man.
What I was talking about, dude. Fire zinger, by the way. I should just shut up now.
Thanks,
but it's such a good thing.
Dude, it was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
dude.
sick, dude. But dude, have you asked her if you're gonna still be able to game after you guys tie the knot?
No, I haven't. And you know what? Like, I probably should just ask. I feel like there's a lot of situations where it's like, bro, what should I do? What should I do? And it's like, probably just ask. They probably should probably give me just a straight up answer, huh?
I mean, if you're like, look,
unless it'd be more ploy. Whoa,
dude, it could be more ploy, but I'd still, listen to JT's advice in that respect. But, if you're like, having the conversation where she's like, talking about, yeah, when we get married, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, let me just ask you, if we do get married, can I still teabag with my boys? Just
bro, I have to bag with the broskies. Like, I'm almost 30. Like, I work an office job. It's like all I look forward to, getting home from work and just bagging with the homies,
Dude, say exactly that to your girlfriend.
Should I just play this part of the pod back?
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially the zing.
Pop the question at the end. Otherwise, you're doing bad business.
Well, so I'm just depending on her reacts, right? Unless it's like, why are you talking about me on this podcast? And I'd be like, not the time. But if it's a good reaction, I'll probably ask her. Are y'all engaged, either of y'all?
I'm gonna do it soon.
Yeah.
I'm being lazy about getting the ring, and then like.
Bro, me too. Do you think we could 2 for 1?
Yeah, you know what? I already got the rock, so I just got to put it on a band.
I don't even know it worked like that.
And no, I'm gonna do it real soon. And it's okay if she listens to this because we've talked about it openly. And I'll let you, babe.
How did you decide? Like, you're ready to do it? And was buying the rock?
Well, we do have 2 kids, so.
So?
No, well, you know what it is? It's 1, I want to. 2.
Same.
2, with the kiddos. Like, when I call the doctor's office and stuff, and I'm like, hey, my girlfriend. It does have an effect. Like, they don't kind of prioritize our relationship or the information that we want to get as much.
The connotation.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of, it seems like they don't take us as serious as a couple. And so it sucks that, any of it is at all influenced by culture, but it does help with that stuff. But honestly, even if that stuff didn't exist, I would still propose.
Does she let you game?
Yeah. She does. And you know what's funny?
Do you think she will, even after?
Yeah, she still lets me game. As long as I'm not being a knucklehead. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm like helping and being supportive and being a good guy, yeah, she'll totally let me game. She's cool about that stuff. She sometimes
Even
likes
with,
to listen.
Even with children,
Yeah,
she
well,
lets you game.
I don't do it when they're awake, but if the kids are asleep, like at night when they're sleeping,
Do you have to like whisper your comms?
I have been in trouble for those moments are pretty rough. When I'm screaming
like,
during comms and she comes out and she's like, "You have to be quiet," and I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Like, but baby's one shot.
No, I do get pretty embarrassed in those moments.
I have a sports kind of related question. If that's okay to ask. I don't know like if I'm only allowed to ask the question I texted the guy or like.
Zach's just taking liberties left and right, dude. This guy.
No, I wanted to ask first. You know?
That was respect, but you knew if you asked, we had no choice, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That would have been pretty funny if y'all were just like, nah, we just hung up.
Well, dude, as a matter of fact, nah.
All right.
No, ask your question.
JT, I don't know if you saw when Will Levis for the Titans threw that pick to lose the game, and instead of making the tackle, he just threw the pick
to his knees.
And just dropped to his knees and like put his hands on his head.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a moment in like y'all's life that's made you like want to do that?
Yeah.
What would it be, or have been?
Can I see this moment? Jake's pulling it up.
I mean, that's brutal. She's right there. I like Will Levis too. He's like,
didn't he get leaked?
When he caught that deflection and got the ball back for the defender, that was awesome.
Oh, that's what he does. He throws.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait. Go back. Okay, now I'll catch it.
It's a pick, and then he's just like, "Oh no."
That's hilarious. Have I ever done anything like that?
Like, has there been like a moment that like made you like want to just stop everything you're doing?
I know I
drop to your
have.
knees?
Have you done anything like that in your life, Zach? What's made you do that?
That like if y'all would have said like if I would have said like can I ask another question and you were like nah and just hung up, that would have been one for sure.
Oh, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's probably
the best one.
But you were asking if my lady will, because I did want to talk about if my lady would let me keep up whatever bad behavior when we were together. So I used to have I still do. It's funny, if I get any distance from it, I act like it never happened. But I porn problems. I watch too much porn, masturbate too much. Girlfriend's always known about it. She's been pretty cool about it. Like, she's like, oh, it's better if you don't, but if you do, and like, again, if you're taking care of your stuff, it doesn't bother me that much. She's very understanding. But for the last month, I have been no porn, no jaying off.
Nice, congrats.
I got so horny. She told me on Friday, she's like, you got to go jack off.
Did you do it?
Yeah. Because she was like, it was like.
Congrats again.
Well, because she was like, you need to. Like, I was just too horny.
Yeah.
And I was kind of chasing her around. And
how did she know?
It was just vibrating off me. And I would just be like, hey, what are you up to? And she's like, what do you mean, what am I up to?
Horny?
It's just like I was kind of throwing a lot of rhythm at her, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you up to for the next time? I was always brushing my teeth when she was in the room, like I was going to try and make out with her. She's like, why are you brushing your teeth? I was like, no reason. And then so finally she was like, you got to just go. She just told me straight, you got to go crack one off so we can get back to business as usual around here.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a little high strung. So look, your partner's probably like that. She's probably smart. She knows what you need. She'll guide you to it.
Nice. So if I just don't game for a long time, she'll just tell me to go jerk off.
Or she might tell you to go game.
Oh, sick. Yeah, that'd be like prime for this next situation. I'm pretty nervous about like asking. Like, I'm actually more nervous about like buying the ring because like I don't even know like what do I. Like,
it's the scariest part. But my girlfriend assured me, she's like, I do not care about.
Right, so is mine. Mine's the exact same thing. But like,
yeah, and we're not buying that for a second.
Right,
Oh,
right.
cares.
It's a ploy. They're just.
But good for her for being straight with you about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh shit.
But I think I should assume my lady's being straight too. But it makes me nervous because she's so particular about things. I'm like, but you're not going to be particular about the ring. But I think
I already got the specifics.
so you know what you got to do.
Yeah,
That's good.
basics, but I did get some.
You know the right
Right, like
size and stuff.
No, I just know the cut. and
I know like
everything.
the size and the shape, and then but that's it. But like, what else is there? But like, I know there is other stuff, and then I'm not trying to get like swindled, because I don't know what I'm talking about. And then like I know they care more than they're acting like they care. So if I don't care, like they don't care, they're gonna care like after the fact. It's just like a lot,
Yeah, you'll do fine, man. Though you'll pull it off. You'll be great. And
What city?
And I didn't even know you could just buy a diamond. I didn't even know that was a thing.
You knew that. What city do you live in?
I live in Austin. I'm actually gonna go see y'all next week.
Propose at the
sick.
show.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like, okay, is y'all's show like more like for the boys? Like, should I bring one of my boys or should I bring my lady?
No, it's more for the ladies. All the guys who come to it will tell you that. Bring your lady. Propose.
I don't have a ring yet.
You'll figure it out. Get it done.
Get a ring pop.
We're not going to be in Austin. It's in 2
Dude,
weeks.
it's next week, actually.
Oh, 2 weeks. It's next week, right?
Yeah.
You can get the ring in that time.
Can I? I guess you've done it already.
Yep.
Can I?
Yeah, you can get
Yeah,
it in that time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
So you can walk in the ring store and then just walk out with a ring?
That's how it goes. Propose at the show.
Hundo P.
Oh shit.
We're for the
Well, if I
ladies.
decide to, I'll text the text guy and tell him.
You need to show a little more respect to Jake. And also, could you hear Jake when he was talking? Because the people in the chat could hear Jake.
I can't hear him.
You need
I
to.
can tell that he's talking, but I can't hear
You
him.
need to know in our hierarchy, Jake's top dog. You are underneath Jake.
All right. Bet.
All right, Zach, we love you, dog.
All right, I'll see y'all next week. Should be
Yeah.
fun.
Dude, let us
It's only
know.
my second comedy show I've ever been to, so
Sick.
I'm kind of excited.
Dude, let us know when you pop the Q or do it at the show.
Bet. Sounds good. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Solid, dude.
That's all, guy.
He's gonna be all right. Is it Jeopardy time?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. The first question is, an exit sign on the 101 calls out this concert
Beep.
venue. What do you got?
What is the Hollywood Bowl?
It is. Did you cheat
I
off
knew that
chat?
before Cream Jeans said it.
I was gonna say.
No, you got it.
All right. This Italian word for a stream formed by rain now applies to magma when it reaches Earth's surface.
Beep.
What do you got?
What is lava?
What is lava? Chat up
Oh.
2-0.
Jeez, I got to get it together.
This one of the 3 branches of the U.S. government takes up all of the Article 1 in the Constitution.
Beep.
JT?
What is the legislative branch?
Wow.
Correct. 2-1. This instrument records wind speed.
Beep.
JT?
What is a window meter?
Wrong. What is an anometer? Still 2-1.
Anemometer.
Yeah, however you pronounce it. 2-1, Chad. Psychology Today compares parents who remove obstacles in their kids' lives in an unhealthy way to this wintertime truck edition. So it's similar to a wintertime truck, but it's a term.
Beep.
JT?
What is sidecar?
No. Chad, do you want to try a steal? Do you have any?
Beep. What are chains on tires?
No. What is snowplow? So it's a term that they use for parents who just remove obstacles in their kid's life in an unhealthy way.
Oh, okay.
See, that one might be a little bit too much. We'll get this a little bit cleaner in the future.
No, I like this though because it's really testing me. Like I feel nervous in a good way. I think I got to do this more.
Yeah, we'll do it like 6 a week or something, you know.
Beep.
Let me read it first.
No,
but
let him guess first. Let him
Yep,
guess
go
first.
ahead.
What is Pluto?
All right. This planet takes the longest time to orbit the sun, nearly 165 years.
Oh, wait, I could have got it.
Oh, yeah, the steel. Sorry.
But
Fuck.
Pluto ain't a planet anymore.
it's such bull.
Yeah,
I thought it went
call
back.
it what you
I
want.
thought it went back.
Call it what you want.
What is Uranus?
Is it a planet again? Make up your mind, science.
And just for the audio listeners, it is Neptune.
I probably would have guessed Uranus.
All right. This is an object. It is also known as a whirlybird.
Beep. What is a helicopter?
Bang. On fire.
Getting back to
Chad.
this whirly bird.
Damn, man, I got to step up. How many more we got overall?
I think we got one more, maybe two. All right. Kabi Lame, the most followed person on this platform. JT?
What is TikTok?
Chad, I don't remember exactly what it is. That's the problem. I might have to.
Just guess, Chad. Throw in another guess in case I'm wrong.
What is Instagram?
2. JT.
All right.
3, 2. Final one. This is the final one. I remember
You
this.
know what? You should say it before showing it to us, because so.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We don't beep before you say anything.
Oh, say it. Yeah, that makes
the
sense.
answer.
Yeah, I just have to put it on another screen. We can do that next time. Last one. A telegram carried the news to Mott and the Hoople that David Bowie had written them this song.
Beep. All the young dudes.
That is correct. 3-3, going out on a tie.
Oh, damn. Is that it?
That's it for what I got this week.
That was fun.
But I think, yeah, we do it, at the end of the week. It'll kind of keep you sharp on your toes. It'll be fun. I'm trying to think of more segments. If anybody in chat has any ideas of things we can do.
Did you make these yourself?
No, I got them from a Jeopardy website, but I kind of put it together of like things that I thought you guys might know.
Oh, nice.
So,
All right, well, we need a winner, so let's end with paper, rock, scissors.
Paper,
Rock, scissors, shoot.
Oh!
Chadias with the dub,
Yeah,
dude.
paper covers rock.
When did you learn paper?
Dude, for the first time, I remember that I always do scissors.
Gosh darn, dude.
All right. That was fun.
That was fun.
Thanks to the callers, Sack and Zach, and their big nuts, Jake, legend. Thanks for being on the sticks.
hell yeah.
Producing this beast, JT. Thanks as always for being a compadre.
Oh, thank you too, man, for being a compadre. Appreciate you.
You too.
Also, Chad, if there's a show at the Comedy Store, what is it,
Oh,
Wednesday?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Guys.
good call.
Guys, we got a show at the Comedy Store this Wednesday, 9/11. Probably not the best day of a comedy show, but we're doing it. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. The Comedy Store this Wednesday, 9/11. Don't forget it. It's happening at 10:30 at the Belly Room. The Comedy Store this Wednesday, 9/11. If you're listening to the pod, actually, it's tonight. On day of release, it's tonight. And I tried to post the flyer on Instagram, and it flagged it saying it was inappropriate because it looks like a giant hog.
If you need advice, these guys